Greetings everyone. In this video I'm once again going to talk about relationships relationships.
Greetings! This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
Now, I mention relationships because it seems like relationships are one of the biggest factors in a source player's life. You cannot go through this game without having had relationships or having a relationship. You have parents, you have siblings, you have co-workers, you have friends, you have significant others. Relationships are always affect your game experience. And they're huge. You need to examine why you are in the relationship that you are in. If it's a leftover from your script, or if you are not in a relationship and you are wanting a relationship. Now, you need to understand why it is that you're wanting a relationship. There is a good chance, if you're wanting a romantic relationship, well, that is more likely because you have not completed the inner alchemy and you are not whole and complete yourself. You have not joined your male and female together. So if you're a female, then you're looking for the male counterpart. And if you're the male, you're looking for the female counterpart. You are looking outside of yourself for something. Now, what is the something? Can you be friends with someone and have sex totally out of the picture? Is that other person going to be okay with a relationship with you that doesn't include sex? The best relationships are the ones that are not dependent upon sex. They really are. Because there's nothing clouding the picture. When sex enters the picture, it becomes a very emotional experience. And there is a very deep connection that is made. And all of your old programming with regards to how relationships are supposed to work, even in roles that are played within relationships, are brought to the forefront in your mind. Even if it's subconsciously, it's still there. Now you need to examine those defining roles and how you define them in your mind. And you need to realize that they're there. And then you need to examine them, whether it's beneficial to have them there in that manner. All right. Now, that could be as far as what roles are for a man and what roles are for a woman in a relationship, or the figurative male and female positions within a relationship. If you're a woman, are you looking for a knight in shining armor to come and rescue you out of your poor, pitiful life and to provide financially for you? Are you, as a man, are you a rescuer? And you have a habit of finding women who are in need and needy and dependent because it makes you feel stronger and powerful, and because you can help and you can do and you can rescue. See, that's another role. You know, what is the dynamics behind the relationship that you have, and what is the dynamics behind the relationship that you want to create or that you're desiring? There are a lot of dynamics that happen All right? And in the same way, men could be of a mindset that, well, they expect a woman to cook and do the laundry and clean the house, and maybe to have children. For what? A lot of it is programmed into the psyche that you need a legacy, or in some cultures, you have children because whenever you get old and you need taken care of, then those children will be obligated to take care of you, and you'll take care of the grandchildren. Well, there's that kind of thing going on, and that's all old programming and cultural ways of dealing with things. There is just as many different scenarios and possibilities as there are source players. Each source player is unique and individual, and you need to examine everything about that person that you are in a relationship with. Now, will they always stay that way? No, because everybody changes, including you. Well, I would hope you change. I hope your frequency rises and continues to rise. But people are always changing. People are always changing. Nothing stays the same. Nothing is ever the same. You need to be aware, if you are in a relationship with another person, how your choices are influenced and affected by that other person. Now, they can influence you in a good manner. They can influence you in an annoying manner. They could influencing you in a really lower frequency manner, especially if they want to get you involved in alcohol and drugs and, well, a lot of other things that I don't even need to mention. If they're a lower frequency person, then they're going to be tugging at you, pulling you down, wanting you to come join them on their frequency level in their low frequency activities. And you'll have to make some choices. When you realize that this game is what it is, you look at relationships differently. Emotions can really keep you from making beneficial choices for yourself. There are all kinds of choices. But don't be pushed into something that you are not ready for, whether you're a man or a woman. Don't be pushed into marriage. Even if you got a woman pregnant, don't get pushed into marriage because you've one of the oldest traps in the book. Okay? Because precautions weren't taken and now there's another life. Well, that's a choice. You can still be responsible and provide for that child from the choice that you made, but you don't have to marry the mother of the child. If you're involved with someone who's married, or you're married and you're involved with someone else, that really is not a wise or beneficial choice. There are reasons behind that relationship that you do not understand. That person understands you. That person gives you everything that is missing. Well, see, you're still looking at something outside of yourself. You're looking for something outside of yourself to completely make you feel good. Some people are in love with love. They're love addicts. That they'll go from one relationship to another to another. Now, if you are in a relationship with a married person who is cheating, the way the world would call it, cheating on their spouse, and you manage to woo them away from that married spouse, and now you've got them. Well, how did you get them? Do you think that that's their character and that it's going to be different with you? Really? I mean, if they cheated on that other relationship, do you think that the likelihood of them cheating on their relationship with you is probably stronger because they did it at least once? Now, if you are the one doing the cheating, do you think that that other person who finds it okay getting in a relationship with you, knowing that you're cheating on your spouse, wouldn't then cheat on you? Relationships like that rarely ever last very long. They're entered into too quickly, and, well, the thoughts are usually not with a strong knowing and mindset. Relationships are huge in this game. They can lift you up and they can take you down at the same time. Now, we all like relationships that lift us up. And the ones that drag us down, well, those just don't resonate well with a higher frequency source player. You just need to be really aware of the reasoning behind your wanting that relationship. And if you can enter into a relationship and have it be a friendship relationship without sex involved, at least for a year, and you can value and appreciate each other and being around each other, then that is a relationship worth pursuing. That's one that will encourage you and build you up. And you will encourage and build that other person up. It's not built on sex, so there isn't that part of the relationship that's hindering and getting in the way. Yes, it's good to have a two-way relationship where you can have a sounding board, maybe to share some of your thoughts and views and feelings with. However, if that other person is choosing activities that are a lower frequency activity, I don't know how long you will be able to accept those activities as being part of your relationship. And that's always a choice. It can be very frustrating. You know, the ideal is whenever you have two people that are walking together, agreed, and neither one of them wants to hold on to the old low-frequency mindsets and programs that are running in their subconscious. And it can be hard being around someone who is thinking the game through and their life experience and what they see around them, and not being in a neutrality standpoint. If it doesn't apply to you, if it's something outside of you, if it's somebody else's life, well, that's their life, and what's it got to do with you? That's their choices. Especially if they're not in a relationship with you, what does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with you? It has nothing to do with you. Keep your game, focus on your game, and making it your best life yet. And how you do that is you raise your frequency, making the most beneficial choices, and allowing the law of attraction to work for you, and creating and then manifesting that in your experience. Now, if you find the information I share in the videos benefits you, then it benefits you to give an appreciation gift via PayPal. The link is in the description box below. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.